And I was just on the phone with my therapist, and he told me that it's okay if I ask for help. So, here's me shamelessly asking for help. I've done this before online, and I'm doing it again.
Let me spill the full tea on Molly Reuter because this story just keeps getting juicier. Molly, who was once a teacher, made the bold, and now questionable, decision to leave her classroom behind to chase her dream of being a full-time TikTok content creator. Now, leaving a steady, albeit not so glamorous, job is already a risky move, but Molly clearly believed TikTok was her golden ticket. Spoiler alert, it wasn't. Alright, let's dive even deeper into this hot mess because the Molly Reuter drama is truly the gift that keeps on giving. So picture this. A woman who had a steady career as a teacher, one of those jobs that, while not glamorous,
even if you can't help me monetarily, if you want to share this video, because I'm curious if other creators have also not received this week's pay.
Want to know what the real problem is? Do I know the real problem? Let's get into it. What's the real problem? I don't make enough money. That's the problem. I can sum up everything back to that.
is Reliable decides to throw it all away for the roller coaster life of a TikTok creator. I mean, sure, chasing your dreams is admirable, but going all in without a safety net, that's a choice. And now, Molly's finding out the hard way that TikTok doesn't come with job security or guaranteed paychecks. In her now infamous TikTok video, Molly went full-on waterworks, explaining to her followers how TikTok didn't pay her this month and how she's struggling to cover her bills. She even threw in a line about her therapist encouraging her to ask for help, as if that would make her plea more relatable. To top it off, she plastered her payment details on the screen, practically begging her followers to bail her out. Talk about bold.
TikTok has not sent me my paycheck yet for this month. I normally get paid on the 15th, and it is now the 16th. We're only a few hours away from it being the 17th, and I've not received it. And normally, I'll get a notification sometime earlier in the morning on the 15th from TikTok that they've sent the pay, and then I get it at PayPal sometime that day. It varies.
But instead of the sympathy she probably expected, the internet handed her a reality check. She tearfully explained that her therapist had told her it was okay to ask for help, which led to her sharing all her payment details in hopes her followers would bail her out. Let's pause here. People were quick to remind her that while teaching might not make you rich, it's a consistent paycheck, and she could have juggled both worlds instead of depending solely on TikTok. The internet wasn't having it. Comments poured in, with people calling her out for quitting her job and expecting TikTok to be her sole income. One user quipped,
Sometimes I get it quickly, sometimes it's not till late in the evening that day, but I've always, ever since I've been monetizing on TikTok, I've always gotten my pay on the 15th of the month, and it is now almost the 17th and I still haven't received it. And I called PayPal and I asked them, because thinking maybe there was...
I got paid for my 9 to 5 yesterday. What's stopping you from getting a real job? Another chimed in, TikTok is your main income. Have you tried Indeed? The backlash came in like a tidal wave. People weren't just upset, they were furious. Comments rolled in like, girl, TikTok isn't a career. Get a real job, and you could have been making double the income if you had kept teaching while doing TikTok on the side. One particularly savage comment read, I have bills too, but you don't see me crying about it online. I just work harder, ouch. But the internet wasn't done roasting her. Many questioned her judgment, pointing out that relying entirely on TikTok, a platform known for inconsistent payouts, was not only irresponsible but downright naive. And just when you thought it couldn't get worse, it did.
Hiccup over there, and they said they have no record of receiving it. And so, of course there's a chance that all of this is a glitch, but I can't help but think that something's awfully coincidental that this...
Molly came back with an update that sent her credibility plummeting even further. She claimed her payment issues were the result of a Turkish hacker who supposedly gained access to her account, swapped out her PayPal info, and redirected all her earnings. Sounds dramatic, right? But here's where the story unravels. PayPal isn't even available in Turkey, so either Molly didn't do her homework or she underestimated how quickly the internet can sniff out a lie. Naturally, this sparked a whole new wave of criticism. People began accusing her of lying to cover up the fact that her initial video didn't land the way she hoped. She thought she could guilt trip us into sending her money, and when that didn't work, she panicked and made up a hacker story. One user speculated, another added, "If you're going to lie, at least make it believable. PayPal in Turkey, really?"
This is happening days before the potential TikTok ban. And so in my head, I'm just thinking the worst, that the ban's gonna happen and then they're not gonna pay me my last paycheck. And like, I'm freaking out. I know for certain there are going to be haters in this comment.
At this point, Molly has managed to alienate her followers, damage her reputation, and put her career as a content creator in serious jeopardy. The very audience she relies on for views, and therefore income, is now questioning her honesty and integrity. And let's face it, in the world of social media, trust is everything. Once you lose it, it's almost impossible to get it back. What's even more baffling is how avoidable this whole situation was. Molly could have kept her teaching job, used it as a stable source of income, and built her TikTok career on the side. Instead, she gambled everything on a platform notorious for its unpredictable payouts and is now left scrambling to pick up the pieces. And with her followers turning against her, her views are likely to take a nosedive, meaning less ad revenue, fewer brand deals, and a tougher time staying afloat.
Section who are like, "Oh, boo-hoo, get a real job," you know. And to that, I just say, I really hope you find an area of your life to exist where you have empathy for others, that you have empathy for people who are doing something, even if it's unconventional, if it's something.
If anything, this saga is a cautionary tale for aspiring content creators. Social media can be lucrative, but it's not guaranteed, and relying on it as your sole income without a backup plan is a recipe for disaster. Molly's situation is proof that while TikTok fame might look glamorous from the outside, it comes with risks that not everyone is prepared to handle. The backlash was intense, but Molly wasn't ready to back down. Instead, she doubled down with a follow-up video, claiming she finally discovered why TikTok hadn't paid her. According to her, a Turkish hacker had allegedly infiltrated her account, changed her PayPal information, and redirected her earnings. But wait, here's where the story starts to fall apart. People quickly pointed out that PayPal isn't even available in Turkey, casting major doubt on Molly's hacker story. Now, instead of earning sympathy, she's facing accusations of lying to cover up her initial plea for money.
That makes them happy, brings them a quality of life that they didn't have before. I've been posting way less than normal ever since Trump got elected because I'm just freaking out all the time. I'm like really trying to cope with my own anxiety.
The internet loves to sleuth, and many are speculating that Molly fabricated the hacker story to save face after the brutal backlash. Unfortunately for her, it backfired spectacularly. If her initial plea didn't ruin her credibility, this poorly thought out update sure did. Now, her reputation as a content creator is on thin ice, with followers questioning her honesty and motives. Some are even calling her out for being manipulative, accusing her of using emotional appeals to exploit her audience for cash. To make matters worse, this entire drama seems to be turning her audience against her. With trust at an all-time low, it's not far-fetched to assume her views, and by extension, her income might take a serious hit. And let's be real, fewer views mean less money, which could make her financial situation even worse. Now, here's the million-dollar question. Can Molly bounce back from this, or has she permanently burned her bridge with her audience? Will she swallow her pride, get a real job, and treat TikTok as a side hustle, or will she double down and risk sinking even further? One thing's for sure, this drama has left her with more questions than answers. Let me know what you think, because this saga just keeps getting messier, and I am living for it. And that's the tea on Molly Reuter's TikTok drama. Let me know in the comments, do you think she can bounce back from this? Or has she officially fumbled the bag? Is she a victim of bad luck? Or is this a lesson in why you need a backup plan? Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more juicy updates, and hit that bell icon so you never miss the latest scoop. Until next time, stay messy, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.